Okay, Mike Masato, CEO of Staff Driven Dental and the Dental Road Warrior, back with you for episode 15 in the series. A little bit of a different perspective today as I have my new dashboard mounted phone thing, whatever you call it here. Hopefully you'll like this view. I get to see more of me and my vehicle, and it'll further proves that I'm actually mobile while I'm doing these things. But and again, everybody's always concerned about how do I do this and keep my attention on the road, and believe me, I am. And it's multitasking at its best for me. Sometimes I don't even know how I get where I'm going when I'm doing these things, or just talking on the phone over the course of the day. But anyway, topic of today is going to be using make wrong management as a tool in your practice. What the hell is make wrong management? What that is you docs, talking to you guys now, going around and making everybody wrong for what they don't know in an effort to try to make them better. Guess what? Doesn't work. Don't do it. Not a good idea. Make wrong management doesn't work. It's invalidating to people. It doesn't make them feel better about themselves. Doesn't make them get any better, because people don't want to be made wrong. Ask yourself, raise your hands out there if you're watching this. How many people like to be made wrong? Raise your hand. I don't see any hands going up out there. So I can tell you why, because as human beings, we don't want to be made wrong. We want to be right about stuff. So what do? How do you make people better in your practice and get better? Well, first of all, what you do is you point out what's right about them. So I'm going to just give you some very, very valuable insight right now. If you want to make people better in your practice, who are members of your team, whoever works with you, or even your patients, you want to make them get better, you want everybody to be better, let's point out what's right about them first. People will listen to you, have a tendency to listen to you more if you don't attack them for what's wrong. Believe me, they know what's wrong. If they're not doing their job and it's not happening and they're making mistakes, they're not happy about it either. Trust me. But because they have to be right about it all the time themselves, right? They're going to justify it, and they're going to try to, make excuses for it or point blame. You can't do the same. Going around blaming everybody for underperforming and not living up to expectations is not going to get you anywhere. It's going to make people resentful towards you, not happy with the way you treat them. So you can't go around making people wrong all the time thinking they're going to get better. You think that if you hammer the people long enough, you scream and yell at them enough, throw things at them enough, or whatever, they're going to come around. They're not going to. If anything, they're going to leave. All right? Or worse yet, in this culture that we live in right now in business, what do you know what the flavors of the times are right now? The flavor of the times is a business management issue or employment law issues right now. They're very big. A lot of stuff going on right now. The entire law firm set up just to basically come after you for unfair labor practices, unfair wage and hour, discrimination, sexual harassment, hostile work environment. This is the times, and you have to understand most of this stuff that's out there, okay, is in pitfall to you because you don't basically have your legal tied up the right way in the back end, and that's something that we can go over. I think I've touched this in a different video, but you also sabotage yourself by not having good manners. All right, now what are good manners? Good manners are the things that oil the works of human relationships. What greases human relationships to make them work is having good manners with people. Ask yourself, do you interact with people or like hanging around with people that have bad manners? What does bad manners mean? Whatever happened to manners in society today? I don't know. All right, what is manners? That's like politeness, decorum, formality, civility, etiquette, courtesy, polish, refinement, respect, all these fun things. That you're taught. I hope you're taught. I mean, I was a kid. I was taught manners in my household. Growing up in an Italian household, you didn't have manners. You were in for trouble. All right. So same thing now. What happened to that? We've lost that. And bringing good manners to the table when you're dealing with your staff will go a long way if you treat them well. Grant importance to people. Make them feel important. Make them feel wanted and a valuable part of the team. That's a big start. And have good communication with them. I mean, good communication means it's two-way. It's back and forth. It's not just you going up them and talking at them. Talk with them. Have a discussion. Interact back and forth. You'll learn a lot from that way. And guess what? They're going to get better over time when you have a dialogue which starts with, let me point out what's right about you first. You're doing a great job up there, Tina at the front desk. You've been phenomenal keeping that schedule full. I really appreciate everything you've done for me up there. However, there's a few things I really want to discuss with you that we could probably improve on. Would you be open to going over that with me? You know, you'll go a long way. Okay, doc, what is it? What can I work on? What can I improve? Okay, but bashing people with bad manners will not get you there. And I cannot tell you, why am I bringing this up? You know how many times I see this over the course of a day? All right, and maybe it's a Jersey thing because I'm in Jersey. A lot of these doctors are in Jersey, and we've lost all manners in Jersey. I don't know. No, it's everywhere. I'm sure. Maybe in the South there's better manners. I don't know, but you know, at the end of the day, I think it happens everywhere, and I believe everybody will be a lot better, and we'd all have better relationships and a better life if we were treating people with more dignity and respect. Now, I know we live in a society today, and everything we see on the news and in the media and everything else like that, you know, we've seen to the loss of that. Like, you know, treating people well and treating your fellow man with respect and dignity and manners, all right? Well, guess what? That's because it's going on in society, you know, it doesn't mean it's okay to do that in your practice, because that's going to sabotage you and kill your money and your goodwill with your staff and have you lose people and be on this endless carousel of replacing people. You know, all these bad people that you have. Yeah, if you make them wrong and bad long enough, they start believing it, and then they're bad in their own mind. And that's how they operate every single day. All right, so it's really important that if you go around and stop making people wrong, just stop it, because it's going to get you nowhere. You know, I was joking around, you know, with my inner circle group recently. We were joking about, and this is my advanced clients that I sit with, and these are the best of the best out there who really have some, you know, this refinement of better management down to more of an art and science. And you know, we joked about the old days, you know, the problem of, you know, front desk people being up there and the doctor hovering around the front desk. You know, there's always a problem when the doctor starts getting involved in front desk matters. We joke around about the old days when they used to go to the front desk and it was hover management, you know, and they'd hang around up there and they'd get their hands in everything and whatever. I said we should invent this device, kind of like a dog collar, like, you know, the electric fences, those invisible fences you have for dog. We'll call it shock doc. We'll put a collar around your neck, so every time you walk up through the invisible fence, you get shocked and jolted away from the front desk. Right? You know, keep you away from, you know, being on top of people. You know, that'll prevent bad manners right off the bat. So I'm going to call it shock doc. So I'm probably someone's going to take my idea right now and go out and patent it or something like that. You can see that at the New York Dental meeting, right? Or one of the other dental meetings out there. It'll be a huge seller, especially among the staff. All right. So again, moral of the story is this. All right. Basically, again, make wrong management. Don't do it. Okay, start with make right management. You'll go a lot further and get a lot more out of your staff by doing that. Again, this is an art, a finesse thing that you need to learn. And because sometimes we have blind spots to this that we don't even realize we're doing it and it's happening. You know, that's why it's always good to sit down with your staff and, you know, ask them how I'm doing. The old Ed Koch, the old mayor of New York. You know, I don't know if anybody remembers this. I'm dating myself. Go back. How am I doing? He used to go around. How am I doing all the time? Asking people how he's doing. Well, you know what? Sit down with your people. Have some two-way reviews. Ask people how you're doing. You know, have them check in with them. You know, how to get a reality check on how you're being with them. All right, it makes a big difference how you're being with people and how you interact with them. And the way to be with them is have good manners in your practice. All right. So again, little coaching, personal coaching, management coaching. I mean, your main job there, by the way, docs, is not to be a make wrong guy, okay, and an enforcer and beat down on people. It's to be inspiring and motivating your team. The number one job you have in your practice every day is to go in that door and be motivating and inspiring to your team. All right, and you'll get and that's the whole goal, because then they're going to hit numbers for you, because you're going to be playing the game, and they're not going to have their attention on you and worried about you and how you're going to act and how you're going to be today. You know, they know what you're going to be. They know what to expect, and no matter what's going on, Doc's going to come in and be motivated and inspiring us as a leader, because that's what they want. That's what they're looking for, even if they don't articulate that. Okay? All right. So hope you enjoyed this video. Episode 15. Be back with episode 16 shortly. If you're enjoying these, share them. Goes a long way to do that out there. No funny story today. I'm sorry. I hear all the groans right now. I promise next time. This video got a little long, but I will give you another shocking and crazy story from my days in the field coaching. All right, so have a great one, and I will see you guys soon.